Sometime I used to take Uber, but the most of the time I usually take bus to communicate or to commute from home to work, work to home. So I like to take public bus just because in a public bus there is a vibe. If you have your own car, you'll be alone with your steering wheel, and you maybe eh, going for your work, going home, doing your own stuff, minding your own business. But I like to travel in a bus just because I'm able to see hundreds of reaction every day. Today, while I'm coming over here, I saw some kids, like they were like more than five kids, and they are doing a lot of things in a bus. I was like, I wish I will be able to live that life again, that life, that childhood. And they are doing a lot of stuff, and that gives us happiness. And there were their mothers standing over there looking toward them. Their face was like happy and all. Being a parent is one of a kind feelings. So that is just a part of the story, but the real story is when I'm traveling from the bus, with the bus, I may see a lot of faces with a lot of reactions, and I knew most of the people who are taking the bus are immigrant, and maybe few of them are Canadian, or maybe few of them born over here and their parents came here from somewhere else, and everybody have a like different struggle over here. Nobody tell you about their story. Even your close people will not gonna tell you their real story, what's going on behind. Only few people share their story, but everybody have their own story, which is which they don't tell you or don't tell to anybody. So there are a lot of stories, guys. There are a lot of stories going on over there, and when I saw their reactions, I feel involved. I feel like I'm sharing some part of their story. Like, doesn't matter if it's only for like few minutes. Still, I'm sharing their story. I observe. I love observing, and I observe a lot. And some people have like very sad reactions. Some people looks a bit happy. Some people looks very confused, and we can read the facial reaction. We can read facial uh, gesture, and we can predict few things. And sometime maybe it will be wrong, sometime it will be right, but we are a human too. We understand each other, right? We understand each other, and we understand our feelings. So I can read some face with the sadness, I can read some face with happiness, I can read some face with confusion, and I can read some face with worries. And there are like a lot of reaction, you know there are a lot of reaction which is going around, and I observe them, and I try to predict the things. I try to predict the stories, and I try to observe the things what's going on around. And there are a lot of stories, and stories about immigrants, stories about the people who want to live better life, who want to move one place to another. And I'm one of them, and I feel a bit connected with the people when I'm traveling in a public bus. And sometimes we share our story with some people. Sometimes usually I don't start talking with people, but sometimes they they initiate the talking. They initiate the question. They ask, who are you, where are you from, what are you doing over here, and what's your plan, how's your country, this and that. And sometimes people share their story, and I have spoken with some people. And recently I spoke with one Uber driver, Not one but two Uber driver who were Muslim. One of them from Afghanistan and one of them from Pakistan who are living with the family. And the person came from Afghanistan. They came here just because their country is not doing good. There are terrorism or a lot of things, and they were here. He were here with the family. He have wife and five kids. He have five kids, and he's saying he is working 16 hours a day, 7 days, no break, nothing, and he's working really hard to feed his family. Working really hard to, feed his family and protect them, and to make sure that they will not gonna suffer just because of financial things. So he's working really hard. And he was like saying me it's been like 7 years for him over here. He used to work in some immigration things, and he's doing full time, and he's doing Uber as well as a part time, and he works 16 17 hours a day, no break at all. And he is paying almost $5,000 for his uh 3 BHK house. And there were five kids, his wife, and he, like seven people living over here, and he works 7 days, guys. And some people don't have a life, they come over here to have a good life, but end of the day they don't have a life at all. They have to work so hard to survive over here. And one thing is, they don't have a life threat over here. They don't have a life threat, but they have to work a lot. They have to give their whole life just to feed their family and all. And some people came from those countries where the terrorism in a peak, and they have a threat on their life, so they just came over here. Compared to that country, they don't have any life threat over here. They are free to work, they are free to do whatever they want to do, until and unless they are able to work. But they have to work a lot to sustain their life. It's really expensive to live over here in Canada. I don't think wherever you go, every Western country is a bit expensive. This doesn't mean I'm not telling you guys, or I'm not talking in a sense just to demotivate you. This country is land of opportunity. If you work hard, if you have a skill, you will earn enough to feed your family. If you have like uh, you know that motive to work hard, you will survive, you will do good. And it's better than a lot of country. I think it's better than more than 150 countries all around the world. Compared to life standard, compared to living standard, compared to transportation, compared to a lot of facilities, this country is good. And if we work very hard in our country, we will earn how much? $500 maximum, $300 to $500 maximum. Over here, if you work hard, if you put same effort, at least you're gonna earn 5 times or 6 times of that money. Okay, if you compare the money. And life standard is not that bad. You can have the good food, and you can have good living space if you do well. I'm not telling anybody, I'm not influencing anybody, and I'm not expressing these things to spread fear, or I'm not telling anybody to not to come. Just come over here, and I'm just telling you the story of Immigrant. I'm just telling you the story of Immigrant, what I see in a daily basis. So that's the story. Whoever comes over here, you have to work. They have to work hard, and few people have to work very hard to sustain their family. And some people have a house in mortgage, cars in mortgage. Some people have like a lot of things in mortgage. They have to pay the bills, and they have to work a lot over here. So anyway, we're starting from the zero, right? We're starting from the zero. All of us, we are starting from the zero, and only just because of that reason we have to work a lot. We have to collect all the items that we need in our daily life, kitchen accessories, cars. Maybe some people buy the house, and that's the necessity of life. This is the basic needs of life. And just to provide us a basic need, we work a lot. and we have our land in our country, we have our own house, own things, everything. We don't need to do a lot of things to maintain our shelter. But over here we are creating everything from the scratch. That's the reason we have to work a lot, we have to work a lot upon it. That's only the difference. But if we compare the life standard, earnings and everything, this country is better than like most of the Asian countries. This country is better than most of the African country. So it's not that bad, but still you have to work hard. And wherever you stay, wherever you work, you have to work hard. So it doesn't matter. But I'm just telling you the story. This is the situation over here. And immigrant, let's talk about the immigrant. Who are the immigrant? Immigrant are those people who are over here or go one place to another just to seek of good life, just peaceful life, freedom. Maybe some people just to move one place to another to seek of opportunity or to create opportunity or like work, earn or feed their family. Some people go one place to another just because they are not able to do whatever they want to do in their own country. And some people are really capable, they don't have a platform in their own country to do the things which they want to do. They don't have such as platform in their own country. So that's the reason people move one place to another just to do the things that they want to do in their life. And the things over here is not that bad. We have like a lot of opportunity for those people who have skills. And if you don't have a skill, still you have some things that you can do. So the weather is a bit hard over here for 6 months. Look at this snow and everything. But compared to other things, it's not that bad. And immigrant are those people who move one place to another just to seek of good life, good opportunities, maybe good food. Let's compare ourselves to our ancestor. Our ancestor used to move one place to another just to seek of the food and shelter, I guess. And for the water, our ancestor used to live nearby the water, nearby the rivers. Like Egyptian, they used to live nearby the rivers before, like thousands of years ago, when civilization began. And in Asia, there were a Indus River. The people used to live over there nearby Indus River, and they developed their own community and society. And in China, there were one big river, I guess. People used to live over there. Our civilization begins, and the people start migrating one place to another just to seek of food and good shelter. And maybe the fertile land and the water have the important role on migration. And that's how people move from Africa to west to over here, and they moved all over the world just to seek of good life. And we are here to just to seek of good life, peaceful life. We are all earthian, and we have equal rights to live. We have equal rights to do the things that we want to do in our life. Now people set the boundaries. It's been like 200-300 years. It's been like 100-200 years. People set the boundaries. They lock their borders for other people, and there are a lot of documentation right now to move one place to another. But before, it was not like that. Our ancestors used to go one place to another just by their foot, or just by using that transportation system which was available at that time. They used to just to go one place to another. Maybe they used to fight with another tribal society, another society which was living over there. They used to fight for the resources, they used to fight for the water, they used to fight for a lot of things. And we are fighting as well. We are fighting for with us. We are not fighting with anybody, we are fighting with us, because we have to learn new things, to adapt in new things. We have to learn new language. We have to learn new culture, new way of thinking, new way of life, new pattern of life. So that's how it works. And most of the Asian and African country, the people who still used to live over there and comes over here, they don't have a civic sense. Sorry for my words, guys. Still us, the people who lives in like Asian country like Pakistan, Nepal, India, Bangladesh, we don't have a civic sense, guys. We don't have a civic sense. We used to live in a trash, and we have a trash behavior, trash mindset, and we bring that trash over here, and we trying to make this place trash as well. So that is not good. So if you are bringing good things, if you are bringing good culture and everything, then it's okay. And we are bringing trash culture, we are bringing garbage, like gas, like a garbage religion like a garbage. I'm so sorry, okay, if you are hurt with the religion. I respect everything, but some religions things, inside the religion there are some garbage, some trash, we need to throw it. And inside some our culture there are some trash, we have to clean it, okay. Everything is not good, that is not good for recent era. Maybe that was good for like when it was invented, but right now it's not even useful. So whichever thing is not useful, it's okay, we will like put it in a bin and throw it, okay, and it should be thrown. So some things that we have right now, some things that people follow right now, it's just the trash, it's just the garbage, they have to throw it in a bin, but they are still following it, they are doing it. Just because of that reason people are suffering, just because of that reason other people are suffering, they don't want to see that things in a public place, okay. You can do whatever you want to do in your bedroom, in your room, in your house, inside your house, but don't bring your trash outside of your house. That's the things. So accordingly, our ancestors used to move one place to another. There were no border, they used to settle down over there, they used to build their own community, start working on agriculture, start working on such as things, develop a ideology, develop a rules, regulation and everything to sustain their society. Right now is a pattern is different, because we have a government, we have a lot of politics things going around, we have a governance, we have borders, passports, visas and everything. There are a lot of process to settle down in some other country. It's really hard right now. At that time also it was really hard, because there were not that much resources to, you know, settle down, or there were not that much resources available to do the things that we can do right now. But we have a lot of resources, we have a lot of opportunities right now to survive and do the things for ourselves. But still difficult, guys, still it's really difficult, just because we have a lot of rules that we need to follow according to the country, according to the community, according to the society that we are blending in. So there are very different way of adopting right now. It's not like before, but still I can see a lot of faces with a lot of stories. I like to share the stories. I'm sharing my stories with you guys. If you have any stories to share with me or with the world, you can comment down and start sharing the stories like this in video or something. Do something, share your story, and we learn from our stories, okay. And story is the only tools that we have to learn each other things and learn about each other and understand each other. So this is the story of one immigrant, and story will keep going, guys. Keep watching, keep supporting, do subscribe the channel for more stories. See you in next video. And if you are an immigrant, hit the like and hit the subscribe button, and I'll come with a different story next time. See you. Enjoy the life, be happy.